Have you ever had a dream that that you had you could you do you want you could do so you do you could you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Mike, don't you wish you can do anything?
I forgot about that clip. I haven't heard that one in a long time. That is so it's so good.
But don't you?
That you
had a dream?
You could you do you want
What?
you
Mike.
could do so you could you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Can you do anything?
Do you so much?
Can you do anything? Mike, can you do anything?
Yes. I can do everything.
As this little kid says, can you do anything?
Fuck, what's that from?
It's just a
Comp?
It was just a
Compilation or something?
It was it's just like a little kid that had like a PowerPoint or whatever, or like, you know, they ask you as a little kid and they go, have you ever had a dream like this? And so he's you know, obviously he's trying to, you know,
Right.
figure it out, but can't figure it out how to say it.
Have you ever had a dream like this? Is that what he's saying?
I think that's what he says at the beginning. I'll play it again.
Well, no,
play it.
No, play it again.
Have you ever had a dream?
I think what he's stating is, have you ever had a dream that you can do anything, but he can't say it.
Right.
Have you ever had a dream that you had you could you do you want you could do so you could you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Yeah, Mike, can you do anything?
You know, it's interesting. He's asking about dreams. Was it last night or the night before? I'm already kind of forgetting what it was about. We've talked about dreams before. I know we don't have dreams.
Yeah.
Remember that time? And then, like, just by chance, we both had one the previous night or something like that. We both had it.
Yeah.
I had a dream. Was it last night or the night before? And I'm losing it. I'm forgetting what it was even about.
Wow,
But-
this is an exciting dream.
But I'll tell you what it wasn't about.
What's that?
I'm going to just play something for you. This is
Okay.
what it wasn't about.
Okay.
But as I understand it, and as research confirms, men have erections during REM sleep. Apparently, all the time.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a banger.
She's not. I want to say she's not wrong.
I don't even think it's she's talking about necessarily like you wake up with a hard penis. It's more like you don't even when you wake up and you don't have a hard penis, you might have still had a dick during like a hard dick.
Oh, she's just saying.
She's saying this is not when you would like wake up with morning wood. This is all the time. Like when you're not even conscious and you're in REM sleep, your dick gets hard and then gets soft again once you go out of REM sleep. Wild.
That's interesting.
I heard that on the toilet.
Oh, is that what you got?
Those are one of my bangers.
Probably not true, right?
But
Probably true. Actually.
it's more like this is what happens during the night. That's what happens.
If that happened, my bed would be wet every morning.
Oh God. But
Oh, God.
oh God. Well, I think all men wake up with morning wood all the time.
Yeah.
But does that mean that
All the time. Well, I don't know about all the time.
I do sometimes?
I mean,
most days.
Oh, really? Most days?
Yeah.
I definitely do, but I wouldn't say most days. Actually,
Most days.
one of the days was this morning. I woke up with a.
Yeah, I woke up with morning wood this morning.
I did this morning, but I wouldn't say most days.
Yeah, most days.
Oh, really?
I have good flow.
Your dick is hard more times than it's not hard in the morning?
Is it because I have to take a pee really bad? Is that could be why, or just gushing blood
I don't
down there?
think so.
Or I'm losing blood. Wait, I think I have a theory here.
I have an idea.
What if I'm cutting?
Wait, I have an idea, dude.
What if
I got all the blood into my dick? Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is
I had a theory.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
What if like I cut off the circulation to my arm? No. Like
That's not
like
good.
when I'm sleeping.
Oh,
I
like
sleep
by
on my
like
arm.
laying on it or something?
And then the blood goes to
that
my
happens
dick.
occasionally. I don't think that's how it works.
But hear me out. If you have a
I think the blood that is not going to your arm as much would just equally distribute to the other parts of your body, right?
I guess
Like it wouldn't just all automatically go to your dick, right?
I guess. But what I'm
Like
saying,
new study finds if you have a hand that's fallen asleep because you're laying on your arm, your dick might be hard. News at 11. more at 11.
more at 11. What? No.
The story at 11.
What if?
11? Why 11?
Because that's most of the time when people are watching the news at 11 o'clock at night.
No, it wouldn't be like 9 o'clock news or 6 o'clock news. No, more at 6. Right? Like evening news isn't at 11 o'clock at night.
That strings a point.
That strings a point?
Not a point, but
gather yourself.
a thing in my head that I need to get this point off my chest before I say anything.
Lay it on me.
And then we'll go back to
Hard dicks.
not hard dicks.
Morning wood.
Yeah. So if you have a dream, but the dream has nothing to do with, like, it could be a wild dream. It could be an adventure.
An adventure?
A venture.
A venture?
An adventure.
Wow.
Adventure.
Got it.
Let me pronunciate better. Adventure. Okay?
Got it?
So if it turns into that and an adventure,
If your dream is an adventure,
if it's an adventure,
like you're going on an adventure in your dream.
like you're driving a car through, let's just say you're driving a nice car through the hills of whatever, and you're driving,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Does that strike your dick getting hard? Like
Does-
if you woke up
like-
with morning wood right after?
Is that dream triggering your hard penis?
Yeah. Or
I don't think so. I don't-
is it like, say you're having a dream?
I think it's
You know those dreams that you have where it gets a little bit chaotic, and then I like how you use parentheses. It gets a little chaotic, like
use parentheses, air quotes.
whatever, and then it gets to the point where
Parentheses are the round ones.
yeah, I got that. Yeah, I do. I
Go
got
ahead.
that. I got that. Where
Probably not true, right?
where
But please continue.
okay, where it's what I'm trying to think of.
I'm trying to remember my dream while you talk.
Okay. Where I can't remember. Where like things are happening, and there's a point in there where you're like, say you're about to get killed or some shit, right? And then you wake up,
Or you're falling and you wake up. Yeah, this
Or
is
you're
common.
falling and you
This is
wake up?
common. This is common.
right?
Correct.
Do you wake up with morning wood?
Correct.
Do you wake up with morning wood?
Correct.
But why is that arousing?
No. I don't. When that happens, not in those dreams.
I'm just saying, as in, like, it could happen.
I don't think the thing you're dreaming about necessarily is tied to the morning erection.
Your erection.
Yeah. And to the
Morning
point,
wood is just an erection in the morning. That's all.
scientific term, morning wood.
Morning wood. No, that's not the scientific term. The scientific term is an erection.
Erection.
Yeah, you are erect.
Scientific term is you have an erect penile device. An erect penis. The medical term is rock hard cock.
The medical term is rock hard.
Woke up with a rock hard cock.
What happened here? I had a rock hard cack.
No, I don't think the dream is necessarily tied to, like, the material of the dream is tied. I think it's just purely biology, bodily things that are happening. I don't think it's tied to, like, what you're dreaming about. I could be wrong.
Or emotions?
Like how the dream makes you feel,
Maybe.
maybe.
Or the emotions that, like, when you fell asleep, or like if you had, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
Okay. God, this is gonna drive me crazy.
Your
Because like
dream?
now that you brought this up with that little kid asking about dreams, it reminded me that I had a dream like last night, and I can't
Do you want
remember
me to
what the
help
fuck
you?
it was.
Want me to play 20 questions with you and try to get it out? What happened? Do you know what happened? Where were you?
Oh, ooh.
Where were you?
I think it was like, I think it was at the house.
So you're at the house. What
I
were you
don't
doing
know.
in the
I don't
house?
know. I don't know. But I feel like it might have been
Was it an outer body experience?
an outer body,
Yeah.
an out of body experience.
Yeah, an outer body experience.
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. It's fast.
Out of body experience.
Outer body experience.
I don't know if it was at the house or not.
Is it at someone else's house? Was it at a hotel?
No.
Did it involve a car?
No.
Did it involve knives?
No, but
Okay.
I was
Getting
driving
somewhere.
I was driving out of my neighborhood yesterday.
Oh, you saw a scarecrow with a knife?
No.
Oh.
There was like a big ass kitchen knife
Mm-hmm.
like laying in the middle of the street in my neighborhood as I was driving out of the thing, and then when I came back it was gone.
Did someone throw a knife out in the street?
I don't know, but there was like a knife. I had to drive to avoid it. I didn't want to pop my tires. It's really weird.
That's very
I
interesting.
almost got out and pushed it off the road, but there was somebody behind
Don't touch
me.
it.
No, I would kick it off the road.
No, don't touch it.
Why?
It could be a murder weapon.
Ooh.
It could be one of these. Hold on.
What are these? Evidence?
Hold on.
Please submit this into evidence.
Keep talking.
Why would it be a murder weapon?
I don't know.
I'll be that happens to me all the time. Like I'll be running, around the neighborhood or whatever, and I'll find like little screws or nails and shit on the side. I always make sure to kick them off the road because I've gotten like so many like screws and shit in tires before.
Here, this is what I think when you said when I said this is the murder weapon. Here you go.
This is America.
Detective, this is a crime scene. What is this, a murder weapon? Get off my dick!
So pretty much what it is that he's going into the freezer and grabbing a bunch of ice cream,
Okay.
and then that's what the thing is all about. So
Ice cream is a murder weapon.
Detective, this is a crime scene. What is this, a murder weapon?
Oh, ice cream.
Get
Is
off
a
my
murder.
dick!
yeah, so
Go for dick.
get off my dick.
Oh, get off my dick.
So
it's hard to hear.
he's at a crime scene, and the detective's going into the
freezer.
to grab ice cream. And
He's
then
going into the.
the ice cream.
He's going.
Oh,
the
the
way
fridge-
you,
or the
the way you
freezer.
said that, like, he's going into
the ice cream.
and then he moved his hand like he's grabbing the freezer, but he didn't, like the word freezer didn't come out of your mouth. Like
I think I just
freezer.
I think I just said ice cream. I think
You
he's
mean freezer? He's going
Yeah.
into the ice cream.
he's grabbing the freezer door, opening the ice cream, and then
Opening the freezer.
Opening the
and
fri-
getting the ice cream.
God damn it!
Language where they talk normal,
God damn it, bro! I'm losing my mind.
but your body's telling you yes.
My mind's telling me no,
Yeah. So
but my body's telling me yeah.
that's decent.
Thanks, man. I wonder how the people are gonna hear it when they play it back. Don't give me an applause. It's garbage.
I wasn't gonna give you applause.
What are we gonna? Don't give me an applause. I should not quit my day job.
Shut the fuck up. I don't think I remember the dream, to be quite honest. I do have a companion clip. It's not about dreams and hardcocks. It's about something else. Here we go.
Common name is the big hairy armadillo. Okay, so the big hairy armadillo, which lives in South America. There's more than one of them, but the species lives in South America. They have gigantic penises.
The payoff was great, huh? You like that? Dude, the whole time you think it's going to be just some scientific, like, educational thing, and at the end, have giant penises.
Why?
One more time.
Common name is the big hairy armadillo.
Big hairy
Okay, so
armadillo.
the big hairy armadillo,
What is it? Can you tell me again?
which lives in South America. There's more than one of them, but the species lives in South America. They have gigantic penises.
The
Those
person,
are my two clips that I had to get before the podcast.
Okay,
By the
hold
way,
on.
folks.
Since we're talking on like sexual things, as
No, we're talking about science and animals
Penises?
and biology.
Wait,
we're educating the masses. Terry.
why do like
we are educators,
zoologists or whoever
biologists?
zoologists? That's a word.
Yes, but the people talking are biologists. Just by the way, like,
When I'm confused. Aren't they the same thing?
Not necessarily. A zoologist is somebody who works at a zoo, probably, right?
Is that a real term?
I don't know. You made it up, maybe.
Zoologist.
Zoologist?
Can we get a young Mike? Can we get a typer?
A zoologist is a scientist who specializes in the scientific study of animals and their behavior, physiology, genetics, and ecology. Zoologists help preserve natural habitats, protect endangered species, and manage wildlife.
It's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say biologist is probably like a more broad, whereas maybe this is more local to animals.
But why are we talking about animals' ding-dongs?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I just happened to be watching a video while taking a poop before we started this podcast. And I happened to click on this video because the title was very interesting.
And what was the title?
The title was, let me pull it up because I just had it and I lost it.
Nice.
It's
prepared.
Hold on. Bear with me. Stand by.
Standing by.
And here we go. All mammals get them except armadillos with giant penises. Erections during REM sleep. So those two clips were two separate isolations from this video where basically the point of the video is to say, I got more to come.
Okay. I like the one that says...
I got lots of shit to talk about.
Okay.
Okay. So let me shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
Shut the fuck up.
My bad.
So the video is about those two clips. Obviously, are hilarious on their own, but the video is about saying, "Hey, most mammals, humans also, during REM sleep, get hard dicks." Now, the point of the video is to say there is a mammal that does not get a hard dick during REM sleep. Drum roll, please, Terry. What do you think it is?
I'm gonna go with the armadillo.
That's it. The hairy armadillo from South America, or whatever the fuck it is.
Okay.
So anyway,
yeah. So after we're done talking about penises, I do have something in my head, and I'm trying to keep it in my head. I do have something in my head.
You don't have. You do have.
I do have.
Okay.
But since we're on the part of erections
in animals and mammals and people
and mammals, and so play my clip that I've sent you.
I love how these are all dovetailing together.
Here you go.
Quick, before I do, I will in 5 seconds.
Yes.
When I say these dovetail together, you know where that term comes from? Dovetail.
Isn't that like a Japanese wood technique?
Very good. I don't know about it that it's Japanese, but if it is, you nailed it.
I think
it's a way to. It's a wood.
It's a joint. It's a
joint in woodworking. That's it. We're playing the clip. You win. That's a win.
I'll look it up.
That's a winner. Winner chicken dinner.
I've already heard this.
Here we go.
But I'm still gonna
When you've been boning the same special woman for as long as I have, you learn how to really turn her inside out with your rock hard cock.
Since we've met, we've fucked thousands of times, but even
fuck here with your rock hard cock. This is too old people, Terry. This is so weird. What the fuck is this? How did you find this?
I forgot about that part.
How did you forget about that part? Let me make this bigger. Can I start it from the beginning again,
Yeah, you
please?
can start over again. I'm going to mute myself. No, I'm not, because I'm going to laugh.
Don't interrupt, though. I want to hear it.
I will try not to interrupt.
That's really funny.
When you've been boning the same special woman for as long as I have, you learn how to really turn her inside out with your rock hard cock.
since we've met, we've fucked thousands of times. But even today, there's nobody I'd rather have deep dicking me at night and fucking me again in the morning.
People ask how we've lasted so long, and I say it's all about accepting change. When Doris was younger, she liked to be thrown around like a rag doll. But these days, she doesn't care what I do as long as I give her pussy the drilling it needs.
On the other hand, he's still the same old Isaac. He loved coming on my tits 55 years ago, and he still does today.
Oh, okay.
Well, heck, if it ain't broke. My parents actually started fucking each other in 1927.
Jesus Christ.
And they continued banging in every conceivable position until my father died in 1977. I like to think that he taught me a little something about blowing my load in the same hole night after
Jesus
night.
Christ.
We want people to know how important it is to find someone to fuck. I mean, really fuck the living shit out of. If you can do that for 55 years, I guess you're doing something right.
Okay, let me erect first. I just want to say, I mean, what an absolutely wholesome video from an elderly couple giving just beautiful relationship advice. Just wonderfully wholesome.
Yes.
That's my take.
When I first saw
What the fuck? How did you find this?
Hold on.
Are those words coming out of their mouths legit?
Legit.
But it's a whole parody thing, right?
It's probably a parody.
That's amazing.
But when I first saw it, when I was done,
You thought they were like dubbing over them or something?
No. When I thought this was over and done with, I literally was like, "This is genuine. This is like
you thought it was genuine?
This is like a PSA."
It was like, hey, healthy relationships, like healthy, long-lasting marriages. To have a long-lasting marriage into your old age requires sexually pleasing your partner.
A rock hard cock.
Yeah. Well, you heard it from the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, just some real wholesome, valuable content.
But what I'm saying is, it ties into, or what you're saying dovetails into what we were speaking of.
It does, for sure.
So
Dude, look at the one on the lower right. I am not afraid. Straight pride. It's natural. It's worked for thousands of years, and you can make babies.
Oh, so to piggyback on to the dovetail thing, it was a excuse me. It was some of the earliest known examples of dovetail joints are in ancient Egyptian furniture, entombed with mummies dating from the first dynasty, and the tombs of Chinese emperors.
Wow, it goes all the way back to ancient Egypt. That's pretty cool.
So that's what it is. But I know what you meant.
I'm not insanely surprised, but I'm a little surprised that like you knew immediately what that means.
Dovetail?
Yeah, it's a common thing, I guess. I just don't.
But you didn't think I was bright enough. I understand that.
I thought I might get you with that one.
Well, you know what?
All right, today we're going to talk about how we can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there. So first we have to decide how much do we want to find out. So let's say in this case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there's going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Did you learn something?
Is that a video?
Uh-huh. Do you want me to send it to you?
Oh my God.
I'll send it to you. And you know what? There's a longer version of it, but I just played the shorter version of it. But I will happily send it to you.
YouTube or what?
It's on YouTube, yeah. You just actually what you can do is
That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
You can go to YouTube right now. Go to the search bar.
Oh my God.
Go to the search bar. Just go to YouTube, go to the search bar. Type in fuck around and find out. And scroll down just a little bit. Scroll down. That's the longer version. Just scroll down. Just play the short version.
But we just watched it.
Yeah. But just play it. But here you go. Now you can see the graph.
All right, today we're going to talk about how we can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there.
Okay.
I like how he's standing in front of the fuck round axis.
How much do we want to find out? So let's say in this case, I want to find out at a level of 7.
A level of 7.
So I find that level on my graph and I come horizontally to my gradient line.
Yeah, I like how he's hiding the funny part until it's time to talk about it.
Yeah. With my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down.
Straight down.
To where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there's going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around,
the more you fuck around, the more you find
out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around,
you never find out.
Never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
I can't even laugh.
Folks.
It's just it's a beautiful thing. I mean, it's just like,
Folks, I'm making him cry. This is so beautiful for him.
it's like beyond funny. It's more just like I don't know what just happened. Something happened, but I can't describe it.
It seems like you can't.
It's emotional experience I just had.
You look like you're about to cry again. We played it twice, and you're about to cry.
That's amazing.
You gotta fuck around to find out.
You know, that video, like, don't relax.
Every time that I take a sip of something, and then right when you start, I just want to crack up.
That video, just like, it speaks to me on an emotional level. It's hard to describe how it speaks to me. It's like I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
The more you fuck around, the more you find out.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just logic. I mean, not once he explains it, it's like, of course.
Yeah.
When you say it like that,
it's the same thing that we're doing right now.
yeah,
We're fucking around, and we're finding out
right.
at the same time.
It's wild, real time.
That's scientific.
Yeah, we're fucking around and finding out.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, we're doing it live
Yeah.
while we fuck around
It's wild.
and find out.
I
hope this
teaches the folks something.
Yeah, teaches something.
Valuable lesson.
Yeah, this is valuable.
The fact that he has a graph up there
Makes it better.
and makes it work with the graph, I'm just like, that's beautiful.
I like how he uses the word gradient. And if you're gonna ask that if I know what that means, I don't. Does it just mean progressively going higher?
The line that he was showing,
Yeah.
that like standard line is just y equals x. It's a linear
Okay. All right.
line.
But have you
Let's look it up, Terry.
Yeah. But how about this, bud?
The great no, don't play it yet.
Look at all those chickens.
Okay, you need
dude.
to fucking take a chill pill there, pal.
Just look at all those chickens.
The gradient of a line, so it's not a gradient line. The gradient of the line is defined as the change in the y coordinate with respect to the x coordinate. So gradient is the rate of change.
Okay. All right.
And it's helpful to find the inclination or steepness of a line. It can be calculated by finding the ratio of change in y over change in x. So to find the gradient of that line, you would have to do a calculation where it would be the change in how much you want to find out over the change in how much you fuck around. See, you need to chill out. You're just going to keep pulling up fucking wild shit.
Old videos, man.
Do you want me to play it? I'll play it. What do I type in?
What? No. It's just the same thing as the have you ever had a dream, but it has Biden's face over the kid.
Oh, I got it.
I wasn't gonna play it.
I got it.
But I don't know what this is. This one says hello. I typed in hello there, and it gave me Obi-Wan Kenobi. Should I play it?
Okay.
We'll see what happens here.
Okay.
He's jumping down, folks, next to General Grievous.
Hello there.
General Kenobi, I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku. Attack, Kenobi.
Oh man, I'm getting some good
You gotta
content right
chill
now.
out
I'm
there,
getting
pal.
some good content out here.
Have you ever had a
Oops,
dream?
my bad. Did not mean to play it. I'm sorry.
Are you just gonna keep playing these clips that no one can watch? If they're videos, we should pull them up here.
I'm just playing random like funny shit. Like there's one right here. I don't even know what this is.
Oh,
Hi.
Oh, fuck.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Tell you a secret. Sometimes I get a little...
I don't know what he's saying.
Quiet.
I don't know what's going on there.
Stop doing that, because it's not as funny if I can't see it.
Okay.
Just random fucking shorts.
I can't just like.
I know.
it
But
sucks.
if it's a video, it'd be nice to put it up.
Yeah, I got you.
Because then I can actually have context, and maybe he might think it's funnier.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, we can try to do that somehow. I can get a little like. I get like a little iPad right here, and then I can show you while I'm playing it here. A mirror. Oh. Fuck around, find out.
You know, if we did any level of pre-production, we would have all this shit lined up like in a line like on my computer or something. So you could just be like, and play clip 1, and I would play the video, and you would have them all ready to go.
Yeah, that's true.
That way we could see them on the TV. You know what I mean? Have them like pre-set and all that.
Yeah, but we don't.
But we're lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything? Is there? I saw.
Are you done with your bullshit?
Yeah, I don't have any more.
Do you want to go to something weird?
Yeah,
and a little more. Real?
Actually, hold on. I just remembered what I wanted to talk about before.
Okay.
Isn't it weird? So it actually goes from the last podcast that we did.
Okay.
Because we were talking about like Good Morning America and stuff like that.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
And I was thinking where I was trying to.
You were thinking or you were sinking?
I was sinking. We're sinking. What are you thinking about? Is that when I was trying to connect ties to Man in the High Castle.
Oh yeah, that never went anywhere.
No, it didn't, because we kind of just segued. But isn't it weird that like in there was like the propaganda shit? Like they had like a director of propaganda.
What's weird about it?
Isn't it like the same concept with all these like good morning shows?
I mean, I don't know if I would compare them one for one.
Or like news.
You're saying hold on. Are you asking me if news today is the same thing as like Nazi propaganda from the 1940s? Is that the question you're asking?
I think what I'm asking is if you put in perspective of Man in the High Castle, if you've ever seen it, it's a good show. It's on Amazon. Watch it. It's 3 seasons.
4.
Close enough.
Well,
I mean, yes, I know 3 is bigger than 4. I know that.
What?
Mm-hmm. I said it wrong. I meant to say it the other way around.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter at this moment in time. But
what?
It's kind of like the same thing where they're just spitting out propaganda to induce fear or whatever they want to spiel into the American population.
Well, in the sense that news today is the same in the sense that it puts out stuff to scare people. I would say that yes, they are similar in that sense. But news is designed today to put fear out into the world.
But do you think that is
to create buzz and panic and things of that nature?
I just had like one of that moment of that kid right there. Is O-E-I is R-E-I. But is
you gotta ask a question for me to answer it.
I know, I'm trying to ask the question. But I can't think of a question.
Need help?
Yes. Enlighten me.
You're bringing up quote-unquote propaganda people from Man in the High Castle, and you're trying to compare it to current day news?
Do you think we have a minister of propaganda?
Well, not formally.
But do we?
Probably. Within the government. They actually
that leaks to other like news.
They don't
bins.
leak. They don't leak. They on purpose tell them stuff.
Yes.
But there was actually I don't know if you saw this like a couple of years ago, 1 or 2 years ago. They had that whole thing where there was going to be a minister of like I'm going to pull it up. There was like they had actually proposed a job role in the government for. It wasn't actually called director of propaganda, but it basically meant that in
like
other terms.
Director of news releasing?
Yeah.
Something like that?
No. I'm going to find it. Director of propaganda, U.S. government. It was a lady. Global Engagement Center. Disarming disinformation.
Was that what it's called?
No. Fuck, what was it called? It was a lady. Her last name was like Janikowski or something like Janakowicz or something like that.
That's Janowski. What?
Janowski? Janice?
God damn it, Janice.
Oh. Disinformation. Yeah, this is it. The Disinformation Governance Board is Homeland Security. What was the lady's name? That's her. Nina Jankowicz, Disinformation Board. So there was this thing. So last year in 2022, the government, like as COVID was like kind of winding down a little bit last year, you would say maybe, the government created as part of the Department of Homeland Security a thing called the Disinformation Governance Board, and gave the board's function stated it's to protect national security by disseminating guidance to DHS agencies on combating misinformation, malinformation, and disinformation that threatens the security of the homeland. And what was the lady's title? And the board head, Nina Jankowicz, resigned. Oh, yeah. So basically, they created this thing called the Disinformation Governance Board. Okay. And this lady, they put her at the head of it. And it was such a joke. And everyone saw through it and was like, you're basically creating a propaganda, like head of propaganda in the government.
To spread propaganda
Correct.
To the American people.
Like it was so blatantly obvious. And then everyone pushed back like super hard. And she quit. And they like shut it down within like a month. Because everyone was laughing at them so loud.
Well, it says that it was formed in April of the 27th of 2022. And then it was dissolved 7 months later.
Yeah, it was dissolved quickly.
Or no. That's 4 months later.
Yeah. Anyway, that happened last year. Basically what that was, they tried to create an official like head of propaganda for the government to say what was malinformation and misinformation.
That's interesting.
So actually it's exactly what you're describing about. Not obviously in the same quite terms.
Like
but
so if you guys don't know what the Man in the High Castle, it's pretty much if the world was that America lost World War II and we were under Japan and Nazi dictatorships.
Pretty wild.
And then so like where I think it's the Rocky Mountains, right? Yeah, where the Rocky Mountains were like it was called the neutral zone. And then the West Coast pretty much was including Hawaii was all under Japanese rule, and then the rest of America on the east side and Midwest was controlled by the Nazis.
You finish it?
Yeah, I've already finished it. Yeah. I felt like
what made you randomly want to talk about this show?
Well, we were talking about last episode was we were talking about when George Stephanopoulos and Nancy Pelosi was on. You were talking like Good Morning Sunday or whatever the fuck it was.
Good Morning Sunday. Good Morning America.
Well, no, what I'm saying like it was the Good Morning.
I love it.
Sunday morning.
Good Morning Sunday. Good
whatever
morning,
the fuck, whatever
Sunday
she fucking said.
Morning.
Whatever the fuck she said.
And that made you think about the Man
and
in the
that
High
made
Castle?
me think about no. Then you were saying like as in, oh yeah, she was probably trying to say Good Morning America, but then she said Good Morning Sunday.
Morning.
Whatever, Sunday morning, whatever. And I was just like, oh, what if it was like trying to like spread propaganda? With like, what are those? Like, that's what I think of. Like Good Morning America. I guess you can say news outlets. I guess. the fuck?
There was a funny. I think it was the Sun one.
I had another thing in my head. Oh, did you hear about?
Oh, here it is. This is it.
Okay, play it.
Good morning. Sunday morning.
They made a meme of just the picture of her in the middle of the sun.
The sun where the Teletubbies.
Yeah.
No, did you hear about the Hey, actually,
Yes.
did you hear about the
Yes.
the kid that got arrested for leaking?
Oh yeah.
Like
the 21-year-old like Air Force guy.
Yeah, and leaked information on Discord.
Yeah, I heard about it.
In it was like a Minecraft Discord server.
I don't know the details. I just know that. What did he actually leak? I forget. Oh, I know. He leaked information about the actual like Pentagon data behind like casualty numbers in Ukraine, like numbers of Russian soldiers who have died, numbers of Ukrainian soldiers who have died, I think.
Yeah.
And I guess it was maybe not matching what they were publicly saying it was or something like that.
Or it was higher, not lower?
Yeah, the numbers were like higher or something than they said publicly. And they said, you're not supposed to have that information or something like that.
And then you got arrested.
Yeah, it sucks. It's like a Snowden thing. You leak information to the public and then you have to
Yeah, but Snowden hasn't gotten arrested yet.
Well, that's because he escaped. He ran away.
Good man.
Shout out. Shout out Ed.
Shout out to Edward Snowden.
Shout out to Ed Snow.
I like Ed Snow.
Shout out to Ed. All right.
He's an American
All right.
hero.
Let's get into... did you see this?
That's... Okay.
Did you see this?
No, but...
Do you know what happened?
No, but I'm really fascinated to find out.
So this was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
Okay.
One of the ferries ran aground. The Bremerton ferry to Seattle ran aground.
Hold on here. This is the second time I've heard this term, ran aground.
Okay.
And I
Only the second time ever?
Yes.
Okay.
Because when I think... Because I'm dumb. You can play the correct part. That's fine. Go ahead.
Correct.
And so when I hear ran aground, I was thinking of like they ran a ground wire.
I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna let the folks just enjoy that one.
That's what I thought. Is that dumb?
Yes.
But then he was telling me that it was just like hitting the ground or ran into something that he wasn't supposed to run into.
When you use it in that format, I ran aground. The boat ran aground. It means something different than somebody took a grounding wire and ran it along something.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, okay. Here we go.
But I heard about this yesterday.
Developing news for you this afternoon. A ferry has run aground near Bainbridge Island. In fact, we just got a new photo into our newsroom from a passenger on board who says the Coast Guard is out there right now with the tugboat. There's a number of agencies that are responding. We just got word from the state ferry system as well that they believe a generator failed, causing the ship to lose power right before it ran into the ground. According to the U.S. Coast Guard, Pacific Northwest, there are no reported injuries on this ship. They also say that there's no pollution in the water, a big concern if you don't know what's in the hole or how much fuel is there. Crews are aboard trying to figure this thing out. We do know a helicopter is also on the way. Stay with us. As we learn more about this information, we'll continue to update you right here on Fox 13.
So that was just the audio. I'm going to play another one.
Okay. That's wild.
So
I actually do have a fairy story that I can say.
I'm going to play this one.
Okay.
I think there was more video maybe.
Thank you for joining us on King 5. I'm Madison Wade. We want to get right to breaking news happening within the last hour. Washington State Ferries has confirmed to King 5
that the wild, huh?
I've been on that ferry before.
Right. On Bainbridge Island. We know the ferry was en route from Bremerton to Seattle at that time. That is where we find King 5's Julie Calhoun live at Coleman Dock. And Julie, what do you know?
Hey, Madison, this is very much a fluid situation right now, but we do know that passengers were headed here to Seattle at Coleman Dock on the Walla Walla when it ran aground in Rich Passage.
That boat is oftentimes the second boat on my route.
Okay.
The Walla Walla. Shout out Walla Walla.
Shout out to
Getting
Walla
some
Walla.
videos and
a big one.
photos from viewers who saw that happen. So if you want to come take a look at your screen right now, we also know that there are nearly
How the fuck did they do
600
that?
people
I'll
on
show you in a
board.
sec.
Thankfully, no
How did he drift
injuries.
all the way out
Again,
there?
we know
I'll
Walla
show you in a
Walla
sec.
was en route from Bremerton to Seattle at the time
He was
that
having
it ran
sex.
aground. Right now, there is a tugboat on scene, and they are working to get people off the boat and also assessing returning the boat to Bremerton. Initial indications from Washington State Ferries are the vessel suffered a generator failure. There will be an official investigation conducted, but again, a lot of things up in the air right now as they are trying to assess the situation, especially when it comes to alternate transportation and options and service on the route to follow. But again, of course, that Bremerton to Seattle route is not running at this time. We are working to get more information as this develops, as we continue to learn more.
Okay.
We will be checking back in.
I can only imagine being on that boat and you're going, like, I've taken that ferry plenty of times in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And especially that route. And you just go, I don't think we're supposed to be going that way.
Here, I want to show you what I think happened. I'll show you on the map.
Oh, you're going to draw me a diagram?
I'm not going to draw you a diagram.
I like diagrams.
Sucks.
Can you copy the map and then put it in paint?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So
Why not?
Don't want to.
But it's official.
Wanted
You can set a wanted to. I have no idea but you know, we can do this.
My dick is horrible. Can I show you my dick?
Yeah. What else? What is this one?
Yeah, my cock aspirates.
Oh.
What,
dude? No.
You're so dumb.
What is the other one? Oh yeah, this one. This one's my favorite by far right now. I mean, besides that one's my favorite, this is my second favorite.
For sure.
They're touching tips.
Hold on, I want to see the map though.
For sure.
I
know exactly where that is.
This morning out of the Puget Sound, where the Walla Walla ferry ran aground yesterday afternoon. The ferry was stuck in the water just offshore.
Can you imagine
passage.
hitting a ground
live at the Bremerton terminal with
and
the
then
very latest on all
just
this, Nikki.
eating shit on the ferry?
So I learned about this because I have text message notifications set up for like my route so that I know when there's like out of service or issues, so I don't like show up and then be surprised that there's like a problem.
Yeah.
So I saw, and I also followed them on Twitter just for that same reason. And I just happened to like get a notification or something. And I looked at it and I was like, Bremerton ferry like ran aground, passengers are stuck. And it was like, they're like on that boat for, imagine this, your whole day is fucked. Like you're on that boat trapped for hours and hours and hours. And then you have to be evacuated. Imagine you were a driving on passenger. So they had to, people who drove on, everybody got evacuated onto like a tugboat or some other boat, and it took them back to Bremerton. And they were like, hey, so it's going to be a while before we get this ferry out. You can come back to Bremerton to pick your car up like whenever or like the next day or whenever it is. They were like, hey, we have to wait till high tide. Once the water level comes up, then
Wait, it's still beached?
No, it's out now, I think. But they were like, once the tide comes up, this was after everybody got evacuated. Tide level comes up, then we're gonna have the tugboat pull it out, and then it'll go back to Bremerton, and then you can come like the next day to pick up your car. Like, imagine, bro, that would suck.
Yeah. You know why it would suck?
Why is that?
Because if you're the middle fucking car, you can't go anywhere.
Well, none of the cars can go anywhere.
Correct.
So there's no difference.
So that means every single one of them have to show up at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Which is impossible.
No. Everybody wants their car, so they're going to get there.
So
100%.
They're like, hey, you guys have to be here at 7 a.m.
I think it was 9 a.m. But yes, you're right. No, you're right. They're like, you all have to come back.
That's hundreds of people.
But imagine, you're going to want your car back as soon as you can get it. Everybody. So everybody's going to show up.
Man, that would suck.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
I just imagine like... So I know exactly where they hit. I can see it right now.
So they came... Bremerton.
It was coming from Seattle.
No, it was going from Bremerton to Seattle.
There's no way. How it was going in?
So They said it ran aground in Rich Passage, which is around here.
I know where that is. Yeah.
But in that other one, they showed it up here off of Bainbridge in this little cove here.
I thought it was the other cove right over there on the other side, where it says Lynn Center.
And so it's probably that one because the way they describe it said it ran aground in Rich Passage. So I think it came in here, the power failed, the generator failed, and then it no longer had power, and then it just like drifted off into this cove and ran aground here, I think. Fucking suck. You could literally, if you were a passenger, you could almost just like hop out off the front onto the beach onto Bainbridge Island.
Yeah.
So wild, dude.
But the funny thing
as soon as it's like in like that emergency situation, you saw the picture, like everybody has to get up on the deck, get the life jackets on, like it's a whole thing, even though they're right on the beach.
Yeah.
It's fucking funny.
Well, it's really funny
Wild,
to me.
though.
It's funny to me that they
last year ferry crashed into the dock. Now they're running aground. What the hell's going on, folks?
They're poorly maintained.
Fix your boats.
They're poorly maintained. But the thing is too is
cross my fingers on my route.
That means they're down a boat again.
Well, I think they said they weren't expecting major damages or something like that. So they didn't actually have a huge damage
generators.
To the bottom. Well, that's one thing, but I was thinking more of like damage to the underside of the boat.
That's really weird that a generator just...
It happens all the time. Like they have all the time, they have power issues. I'll tell you a story actually that's related to this. I have been on the ferry on my route
many a time.
More than once. I don't know the exact number of times, where one time in particular where I think were we leaving on the way home or something. We left the dock, but it was like roughly halfway. I don't know. We were out in the middle of the sound, and all of a sudden, all the lights go off. The boat lost power. It's like, this is not surprising me this happened. They were just in an unlucky spot because they didn't have a lot of open water to navigate in. They're stuck. My boat, all of a sudden, you hear the engine cut off, and we start to slow down. The lights all go out, and they're like, over the lights, we're like, hey, so looks like we lost power here momentarily. We're trying to get it back going here. And you're just floating out in the sound.
Yeah.
Like, no, that happens, and it has happened to me like more than once.
Was I living up here when that happened?
Wild. I think the time I'm thinking of it was more recent, maybe last year or something. But no, it happens. They're old boats. What are you gonna do?
It's really funny that there is
ship breaks. They fixed it. They're not all new boats, so that's gonna happen.
The funny thing to me is that there's not that many ferries in our like.
We have quite a few ferries.
How many ferries?
I mean, like consider all the routes. There's so many, like 7, 8 routes, and 1, 2, 3 boats on each route, depending on the route. That's a lot of boats.
I think the Seattle one only has one.
It has one right now. The Seattle Bremerton has one right now.
Yeah,
because it's not up to full capacity yet. But like the other ones are back up to full, like Bainbridge Island, my route. They're all up to 2 boats now, back to normal.
Yeah.
So it's just that's the last one to go back up to full capacity, I think.
And I think Fauntleroy and
Vashon
and Seattle also have, I think they only have 2 boats, which they usually have 3.
Right. The triangle route. So yeah, I saw this like, holy shit, that sucks. But, or like in the morning, I'll see notifications that like, I've gone to the ferry in the morning and were delayed like 15 minutes due to a mechanical failure or a crew member didn't show up. Like all the time this shit happens.
Well, I think
they were just in an unlucky position, I think.
I think the ferry system is very
slow,
like
lazy.
They're
they're definitely short-handed.
Very, very short-handed.
Well, because they fired everybody who didn't want to get the COVID thing.
That's their fault.
Well, I'm just saying that's why they're short-handed, because like 2 years ago, or 1.5 now, they fired everybody, like half or however many it was, and so they'd been short-staffed ever since. So yeah, self-inflicted, but wild shit, brother.
That's crazy.
But I don't know, it's wild to be on a boat, and it's like all of a sudden the power goes out, all the lights shut off, and they're like, hey, so we're just chilling.
You know that it's really
stand
funny.
by. We're trying to get it back going.
It's funny
like,
that you bring that up because
wild.
Because a cruise ship can do the same thing.
Oh, stop! We already went down the cruise ship.
And
fear
guess
porn.
what, brother? It's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Fights will break out.
Oh, stop!
Everybody will have a gang.
Gang warfare.
Yeah.
Passenger
The
ship.
crew will be the police. You guys will be fucked.
You're talking about like some Mad Max scenario on a cruise ship.
I was thinking about like warriors, but that works too.
Oh, here we go. Ferry refloated.
Can you just imagine being?
Here we go.
Your house is just right there, and you're just like, man, I got a ferry in my backyard.
Terminal. And exactly as you mentioned too, it was certainly a long night for the hundreds of passengers as well as the Washington State ferry system that has been impacted in dealing with this incident. And again, as of 11 p.m. last night, all the passengers had been transported here to the Bremerton Ferry Terminal.
God, you can't say Bremerton, bro?
And we spoke to some, and they
Oh,
told
this
us
is gonna be
that they were
gold.
just relieved to finally get
Oh,
off
this is
the
the
live reaction.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stuck on
Go
it
turn
for
it up a little
several
bit.
hours. Now, around 2:45 this morning, the U.S. Coast Guard tweeted out that the ferry Walla Walla had successfully
Gee, he's having a hard
refloated
time.
during
He's
the
like me.
high tide
See ya.
and brought safely to the Bremerton
They refloated it.
ferry terminal with tugs assisting.
I saw that
Now,
notification.
ferry is currently here. Now, meanwhile, Washington State Ferries tweeted out late last night the
Whoa, so
Issaquah
close.
would be replacing the Walla Walla for the Seattle-Bremerton route today. Now, this all started just before 5 yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
evening.
How it
We got
went in.
word the Walla Walla ferry
Oh, wait,
ran
did it-
just before replacing the Walla Walla for the Seattle-Bremerton route
Yeah,
today.
you're right.
Now, this all started just before 5 yesterday evening. We got word the Walla Walla ferry ran aground on the way from Bremerton to Seattle along the Rich Passage near Bainbridge, meaning it was lying on or touching the ground in shallow water. Nearly 600 passengers and 15 crew members were on board.
I don't
There were
know
no
how that's
injuries,
not
but
true.
some people had
600 people. Actually, that's probably
Yeah, because that boat can hold like 190 cars.
No, what I'm saying is
So that plus the walk-ons?
No, what I'm saying is that makes sense because it's like, just imagine you coming from Seattle and going home from work,
Yeah.
and you had to deal with this shit.
Oh, imagine I was coming home from work one day and this happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and your motorcycle is stuck
on the boat.
that boat.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Well, it is what it is.
unrelated medical emergency.
Oh, so they like brought the fast ferry up next to it and unloaded people onto the fast ferry to get them off?
They probably just had like the two fast ferries just
Go back and forth to get everybody off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's some dude talking.
On the ferry, we were in the car deck on the bottom.
We're in the car
So we
deck,
kind of just
right?
like saw a house in front of the ferry where it's not supposed to be. And then they were like, brace for impact. And we were like, we don't really think that's serious. And then they scraped and we were on the ground. Everybody was worried about it sinking, but we were already.
Dude, he goes, dude, imagine you're on the ferry and they're like, brace for impact. And like, we didn't really think they were serious. And then we were scared we were going to sink, but then we realized, oh, we're like beached on the beach, so that wouldn't happen.
Dude, I would.
Hold on, I'm going to play it again. I'll play it again.
Impact. And we were like, we don't really think that's serious. And then they scraped and we were on the ground. Everybody was worried about it sinking, but we were already on the ground.
You know what's really funny about that is that this is how like Washingtonians are. Is when we take the ferry is that they're like that's like most of us like brace for impact. We're just like there's no way.
Yeah. Right.
And then all of a sudden you just eat shit on the ground.
They're probably going pretty slow though, so it's not like a giant.
It only goes like 30 miles an hour.
Ferry system says the ferry's generator system failed, but they will be doing their own official investigation into the cause. The Walla Walla was originally built in 19...
What bike is that? There's like one bike on the front. Looks like a Ducati Hyper Motard.
Sure.
1973 and rebuilt in 2003 in a main form of transportation for people that live here. And again, passengers did have to leave their vehicles on the Walla Walla overnight. They're allowed to retrieve their vehicles later this morning around 9 o'clock. And also, we just spoke with staff here at the ferry terminal.
Well, that just
they
happened.
Said the next,
Yeah, this morning.
Yeah, this morning.
They
had to go get the cars
at
at
9 a.m.
o'clock.
They were going to get the cars in Bremerton.
ferry to Seattle will be at 8:45 this morning. But for now, live in Bremerton, Brady Wakayama, King 5 News.
Brady
All right, as you said, Brady,
Shout
a
out to
long
Brady
evening and now
Shout out Brady. Shout out this chick.
probably a long day just to get things back
wearing
on
too
track
much.
for the ferry system.
Too much makeup. Anyway.
That's wild.
I saw that. I was like, we got to talk about that shit.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
That'd just be. I could just. My first like thought, wouldn't that happen? When I saw the front, like when it beached, I was like, oh, it's like, oh, we're going to storm the beach of Normandy right now. Just have everybody just jump.
One of those like amphibious like soldier carriers.
Yeah, which was pretty much just a fucking shooting gallery for the Nazis.
Yeah, that was rough.
I wasn't there, but
yeah, you weren't there.
Shout out to all the
in 19 whatever it was, 41 or
1944.
No, that was when World War II like was almost over.
45 is when it ended, I think. 47.
When was D-Day? D-Day.
44, bitch.
Oh.
We didn't enter the war until later.
Well, I thought we entered the war in like...
No, we didn't.
42, 43.
No, we entered the war like really late.
I know we entered the war late, but not that late. Because it was over in 45, wasn't it?
It's like 46, 47. We were still fighting the Japanese.
Well, we got in the war before this, but this is when all the forces landed in France. Damn, I thought it was sooner than that. No. I guess that makes sense. D-Day.
It was actually pushed back because of weather.
Yeah,
and also they set up a fake
blow up tanks. In
like over on the
Scandinavia or somewhere.
Yeah,
coming down from the north. Yeah,
to scare them.
Right.
It worked.
Yeah. It peeled off some of their troops.
Yeah, and then they captured.
How do you compare that to fucking D-Day?
I don't know. I just
randomly thought about something.
The reason why I thought of it was because they actually the ships that they used to get the troops off on D-Day was actually they just tested those ships in the Puget Sound.
Oh, really?
Because of the choppy waters.
Oh.
And
like similar to crossing the English Channel from Great Britain to France.
Yep.
Interesting.
To Normandy.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. See, I'm putting things together like a dovetail.
The other thing I was watching on the toilet was this. They just came out with it.
What is it?
It's a new announcement from Rode. A bunch of new products. See that little square one with the buttons, Terry?
Oh, great. Isn't it an attachment to that?
I don't know, but it looks like it might be. And you might have your own little button thingy.
Yeah, it's probably going to cost an arm and a leg.
You want to watch it?
You want to watch it later? Do you want to watch it on here?
I don't know. I only watched like a third of it. They're talking about software updates coming for this. Some like wireless mics.
Oh, no. Is that where you got the idea of wireless mics?
No.
Or we already had that idea as it is.
That was before I watched this. But I didn't get to that little small one with the buttons yet. And I saw it and I was like, oh, that might be something for Terry.
We can watch it. We can watch it.
But
it won't have a screen. It doesn't look like it would have it. It probably has a little tiny screen. Maybe we watch it afterwards for a little bit.
You could have it maybe like plugged into your laptop, so you could see what button does what or something.
Or it would have like.
It looks like it has.
Or it would have like
some buttons and like two knobs. It looks like almost like the Rode's competitor to like a Stream Deck or something like that. Kinda like a small little thing.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, we can watch it after. I just was like, oh, this popped up in my recommended or something.
I'm going to turn this into an F1 segment.
Boy. Here we go.
I was reading something which it's kind of weird, and I didn't know this was happening either. Well, I guess I should have known, but I didn't know.
Go ahead.
I didn't know Baku was a sprint.
We talked about this.
No?
Yep.
No, we were talking about Coda was a sprint.
Nope.
When did we talk about Baku was a sprint?
When we talked about F1 last on the podcast.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember talking about Baku was a sprint.
We did.
But we did.
It is, though. You're right.
But it's kind of weird. But why would they...
Why is it weird?
Because usually it's Imola, and they took Imola off.
Well, they can do whatever they want. I mean, I don't think they necessarily have the same races as sprints every year.
No, they do have sets of sprints, but like each year they had set because Imola was a sprint and they took Imola out.
No, but they don't have to do the same ones as sprints every year. They can mix it up if they want to. Is my point.
Right, but I didn't really honestly I did not know that Baku was a sprint.
Yeah, I think we talked about it.
The only reason why I found out was because I was reading something and Chris Horner said like Baku as a sprint is a bad idea.
Yes. I watched a similar video.
Because it's like, it's already bumpy as it is.
Right.
And it's going to destroy the cars.
Yep.
It's probably going to destroy Hamilton's back.
Yep.
But it's just really interesting that that's going to be a sprint.
Yeah, I think I saw one of the like team principal press conferences. I want to say, was it before the race in Australia or after the race? But maybe it was Christian and it was Zach Brown and the guy at Aston Martin, somebody else. And they asked them all that question. What do you think about Baku being a sprint this year?
Yeah.
And they're all like, we fucking hate it. Like every single one was like, that's bullshit. They're like, obviously we have to do it that way because that's what they decided to do, but they all don't think it's a good idea on that track.
It doesn't seem like it's going to be I feel like it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad.
Well, I mean, it's no more worse than the race. Just short. I mean, right?
Well, the race is only like 50-something laps.
Right.
So we're going to get
But when you say it's bumpy, so the sprint race will be bad, well, that makes the race equally as bad because it's also bumpy, same track.
Yeah.
It's just putting more
stress,
more reps, more laps on the cars at that track is the issue, which is what you're alluding to, I think. Correct?
I guess, but I don't know why like I'm saying, I just don't know why they
want to change it up. They want to try out the sprint on different courses. That makes sense, right?
But on a street course?
Why not? Have they not done that before?
I don't think so.
All the sprint races so far on previous years.
Only sprint races
have been on.
You got Red Bull Ring, Spa. I guess Qatar is one of them. Coda and Interlagos. They're all like circuit tracks. And last year was Imola. And Baku replaced Imola.
Wait, Interlagos, that's Brazil?
Interlagos is Brazil.
Brazil, Austin. Where else last year?
I think they only had 5 last year. Because Qatar is not.
Do you know the correct way to pronounce
Qatar? I know.
No.
How do you pronounce it?
Qatar.
Qatar?
Qatar.
Qatar?
So some people say it Qatar, and some people say it Qatar. It's the first half of Qatar and the second half of Qatar. Qatar.
Qatar?
Yeah. It's actually a mixture of both sayings is the correct way to say it.
Both sayings.
Qatar.
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 Yeah. It's hard.
You're going to cut tar.
Yep. Pretty cool, huh?
Sure. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a small country. Qatar.
Qatar?
Qatar.
I don't think I've ever seen that race.
Didn't they have it last year?
No.
Oh, they skipped it last year?
And then they added it back. I'm not really sure.
No, it's this year for sure, but I thought they did it last year. Did they not?
I don't know I mean, I can.
Maybe I'm just imagining they did.
Maybe I can look up the last year's races, but it's no point at this moment.
Yeah. I'm trying to picture what that track even looks like.
I think they changed it out for a different track.
Yeah. Or they needed to fill more to get to their maximum ever races
23.
This year. They had to pretty much do every track.
Pretty much.
Except for China.
Last year's
Shout out China. Shout out China.
F1
schedule.
Track schedule. I hate spelling schedule. Whatever.
Do you know how to spell it?
Nope.
By the skin of your chinny chin chin? By the hairs on your chinny chin chin?
Hell yeah, brother. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Give it to pee really bad.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Wait.
I drank a lot of liquid.
That's not right. That's 2021.
Last year is not 2021.
Correct. You're right.
Correct.
Well, it wasn't even on here.
I have to pee.
I think they added it on.
They added it.
I think
last year or just this year?
It replaced France.
Francais.
Because France is not in there.
France is this year, though.
No, it's not. France is no longer. They're not going to.
Why not?
France. Because France sucks.
They're going to fucking Spain. Barcelona de Catalunya. Say that, Terry. Barcelona de Catalunya.
It's really weird to see.
Barcelona de Catalunya.
It's really weird.
Say it, Terry.
Barcelona, Catalonia.
Nope, that's dumb.
Barcelona, Kashmir.
Probably not true, right?
Barcelona.
Shut the fuck up. Barcelona de Catalonia.
It's Barcelona, catch me outside.
Barcelona, catch me outside. Barcelona to catch me outside.
It's a Barcelona to catch me outside. I just turned really Italian there.
You're wild.
Anything else you want to?
Trying to fucking close me out?
I'm not closing you out.
I have a topic, but it's a long topic, and
That's
it's
fine.
Long form, and I'll save it for next time.
No. Let's hit it.
Nope. I'm going to save it for next time.
Why?
Because I don't want to it's more of a long form conversation. I trust me.
Do we have a short form conversation?
Do we have a funny clip?
I can find one.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I'm good at it.
How about this?
I'm good at it.
What famous person would Seth want to have a drink with? Is there only one answer for this?
I have one. I have it in my mind right now, like who it is.
McConaughey.
Yep.
Matthew McConaughey?
That's weird. I don't know if I would answer it like that.
Why would you want to have drinks with Matthew McConaughey?
Like out of anyone in the world?
Okay. Let's spark it. If you could have one drink with one person in the world.
Let's spark it. What the fuck are you saying? Dude, let's fucking spark it, man.
Let's spark it, bruh.
If you could have a drink.
If you can have a
with
drink.
one person in the world, who would you choose? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that the question you're asking?
Yeah. What are you doing? Oh my God, Mike. Oh, he's breaking shit over there, folks.
I need more slack so don't bang this out. That's a hard one. I don't know if I have a quick answer to that.
My butt itches.
Oh, it would have to be someone who I know likes to drink the same shit I like to drink. That would be a good choice. Fucking Nick Offerman from Parks and Rec because he likes smoky scotch. But I don't know if I would do that. Doesn't that make more sense?
No.
Not just you're saying pick someone who
you can just pick anybody in the world to have a drink with.
No,
It
but
doesn't matter if they like the same shit you
I'm
do.
saying it would be more of a fun beverage and conversation drink if we both like the same shit. So you have to factor that in.
No, you don't. You can just.
You can. I can.
You can.
Well, who do you think, Terry?
Huh?
Who's your person?
A famous person?
Yeah, doesn't it be famous? Just if you could pick one person in the world in history, like you could say Jesus.
Okay.
Or whatever. I like how my mind went straight to Jesus. You could pick anyone ever, even Jesus. Or like a pharaoh from ancient Egypt, like anybody you wanted.
Anybody I wanted in life
to have a drink with, who would it be?
Like
it's not limited to someone who's alive.
Okay, so it could be dead.
Anybody ever.
Anybody in the world.
Correct.
Correct.
I don't know if I have an obvious answer to that.
It would be Mike.
I've never thought about it.
It'd be you.
Michael Jordan?
No, it'd be you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, brother.
I like drinking with you.
Shout out Terry.
I like drinking with you. It's fun.
Fuck. That's lame though. You have to pick. You have to pick somebody.
I would drink with you.
No. Don't be a lame-o. You always drink with me all the time.
I know, it's great.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Pick someone else.
Pick someone else?
So if I'm the one, pick your second favorite, your second best.
I would. Oh, okay. You're my favorite.
And you can't pick like people you know.
Okay.
It has to be somebody
that I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, someone you don't know that you never had a drink with, who you would aspire to have a drink with and have a conversation.
I would like to have a drink with Socrates.
I'm sorry?
Socrates.
I don't know who that is, Terry.
You know who Socrates is?
I know
AKA Socrates.
There it is. There it is. He's one of the Stoics that guy talks about, I believe.
I think I would love to have a
Socrates.
drink with Socrates.
I hate you.
What?
Why do you say it like that?
Because that's how it's spelled.
It grinds my gears a little bit.
Does it?
A little bit.
Me calling him Socrates?
Yes. I don't know why. Just a little bit.
Why?
Don't like it.
Why?
I don't know. The way it sounds.
I found the irk. I'm going to poke it now.
You should clip yourself saying that and then put it on the board.
Socrates?
Yeah.
Why don't you like me saying Socrates?
There's something with the way it rolls off the tongue. It just.
If you spell Socrates, you just spell Socrates, and that's his name.
Socrates.
Socrates.
Okay.
Like, type it out.
We're going to do this?
Type in so, and then crates.
Where's the little speaking bubble? Britannica? Shouldn't there be a little thing that pronounces it?
I don't know. If I knew, I would know. Now you got to back out. Back out.
Back out. Back out.
Just go to pronunciation.
You're going to lose.
I know.
Then why are we doing it?
Well, I know how it's pronounced.
And why are we doing this?
Because his pronunciation is Socrates.
Socrates.
Yeah, Socrates.
So I'm correct.
Yeah, Socrates.
Look at this spelling, and then you saying Socrates with this up here is just fucking hilarious. Here we go.
Oh, here you go.
Socrates.
That's UK. Let's get an English term.
Socrates.
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 So you get fucked, bitch.
Yeah, Socrates.
Yeah, you're pretty cool, huh?
You never watched that before?
No.
Have you ever watched that movie?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
I know what it is, and I'm just trying to remember whether it's been. Sometimes I forget if I've either not seen a movie or if I just haven't seen it in a really long time. And that's one of them. Oh, that's Keanu Reeves, right? Oh, no, I've seen that. Yeah.
It's like Keanu Reeves in one of the Baldwins, I think. No, it's not a Baldwin. That's Biodome. Viva los Biodome!
I'm sorry?
What?
Viva los what?
Viva los Biodome.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Yes. Here you go. Here you go, folks.
Folks.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to the place I'm going to train my lizard. Viva los Biodome. Viva los Biodome.
No.
What is that?
Biodome. You ever seen that movie?
I don't get it.
You never seen Biodome?
No. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is, so probably not.
For those of you
who've
who've
sorry.
been listening to the show for a
great.
while,
Why the fuck?
you know
I hate shorts. This is going to play automatically, isn't it, if I scroll?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what we're watching, but I'm very intrigued.
It's a painting tutorial for how to paint Bart Simpson.
Bart.
Yep, we're going to pull it off right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's great.
Oh, it's a chalkboard.
Oh, yeah, it's chalkboard paint. Wow. That's so cool. I hate shorts how they autoplay when I scroll down. That really grinds my gears.
I found two things that grind your gears.
Doesn't that make you a little mad?
It's pronunciations.
Well, it's not all pronunciations. It's like...
But if I say...
that pronunciation.
Socrates.
Yeah, it's like, why the fuck are you saying that?
Because that's how you can spell it.
I don't agree with that.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't have a clip to play us out. I'm sorry.
You don't?
No.
Why not?
I got some dating advice.
If you could go in and tinker with the current world of men's dating advice, what would be the main lessons that you would try to dispense with?
Talk about commitment more and be very clear about what you want. Every woman who comes into my dating practice is scared to death to say,
Dating
I just
practice?
want to find one man to marry and have children with and be with.
You have a dating practice?
Do I have a dating practice?
No, that guy does.
Oh.
He has a dating. What's a dating practice?
Practicing dating? I don't know.
Hey, look, it's my bike, the orange one.
Oh, nice. Aren't you cool?
I'm going to click on this. Hope it's in English. Sometimes videos aren't in English. You ever find that on YouTube?
Sometimes.
Oh, you know what else?
Yeah, man. Just let it rip. Let it flow.
I was watching...
This sparked something, apparently.
I was watching something yesterday.
That's all today.
Bro, relax. Is it this one?
That burrito does not look good.
Well, we've had that relationship, and it's in a good place now.
Yeah.
And we have 2 small children. Instinctively, Ellis, whenever I face my mom, he's like, I don't want to talk to you. And every time I do that, I put the phone back on myself. She's like, I know you told him. I go, I didn't tell him anything.
Nobody.
He just knows.
Vibes.
And he'll also do the thing where like it'll be the 2 of them, and he'll be like, "Hi, Grandpa. Hi, yeah." And then I'm like, the phone turns to my mom, and he's like, he's like, I don't want to.
No, push. Yeah.
And she's like, why is he like this? I'm like, I don't know. He just instinctively doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. To our oldest this weekend, I just like turn my back, and all of a sudden there's 20 paint things. I'm like, where'd you get all this paint? He's like, downstairs. All right.
Dude, kids are cool.
Dude, kids are hella funny.
I feel like I just want to fuck out.
You want to fuck out?
I want to fuck around like
and find out?
Yeah. No, just like mess with kids when they're like young, and they'd be like, just like confuse them and make them angry and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say funny shit.
I have this, but there's no context.
I'm sorry. You have or you do have?
I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna play it and see what happens here.
Do it.
No, it's not in English.
All right, we're gonna end it, folks. We're treading water.
We're tapered water over here.
We're tapering water.
Yep, we're tapering water. I don't know what tapering water means.
All right, I gotta get out of here because
yeah, my cock aspirates.
Wait, hold on. What is this? Hold on.
What, dude?
Try it off.
No.
You're playing a mute. Oh, let's play a song to close this out.
Oh, well, I have this. This doesn't make any sense, but there's like.
Come on, give it to me. Song. Yeah. Get it.
That was it.
All right. Words of wisdom.
Hold on. I can. Oh, wait. I got it.
What is that facial expression?
I got it. I don't know what I'm going to play for you guys, but I'm definitely going to give you guys some words of wisdom for 30 seconds.
Oh, God. It's going to be stupid and
I
cheesy.
have no idea what it's going to be. I'm just going to pick a random shit. Tell me where to stop. Just tell me when to stop. Stop. I guess you guys are going to get 40 seconds of silence.
What?
That's what it says. It says 30 seconds wisdom - silence.
Is it going to say things?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Or is it just words on your screen?
No, it's going to say something.
It's music.
Silence.
What?
When you listen, you're gathering from all the wisdom around you, and you don't really need much more than that.
What the fuck was that? That's not inspirational.
Okay, hold on. I got you.
That's some bullshit.
Here you go. Wait. Yeah, here we go. You ready?
I'm just gonna play.
Welcome to my channel. Words. Then it's likely.
No, don't fucking care.
I can play an oldie but a goodie.
I can play an oldie but.
Do you want an oldie but a goodie to close this out?
How is the universe supposed to know if you yourself do not know? If you don't know what your goals are in this life, how are other species? People supposed to know? If you don't focus yourself, how is it possible for the universe to know what it is that you want? How is it possible for the universe to be able to give you what you want if you don't know yourself?
There you go.
Oh, that was so good. All right, folks, we love you. Good night.
Wisdom.